Good day to everyone that's decided to have a look at this video, and welcome to the Big Boys Armory with me, the BB Armourer, and welcome to my conversion of a turn of the century canteen of cutlery box, as you've seen from the pictures previously. Conversion to a display case for my Umarex double 80s limited edition Duel set of an 1898 single action army in 45 caliber, certified as it says for the smokeless powder cartridges, and of the 1873 single action army model. This is the 1898 variation with the smokeless powder cartridge frames and the cross release pin in the for the cylinder. So I shall give you a tour of the box, show you what I've done, what I've achieved, what we've got here, and then I'll show you some other things. And the first thing I'll show you is, let's go down and in, and you can see my label there that I made. I'll pause it there for a second so you can pause it to have a read. I'll zoom in on that for you so you can have a look. And the badge. So yes, let's bring that back to up here. So I'll just clear away a few things and we'll show you the next part, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the guns. So I recently purchased these. I've had them about a month now, and I decided to have a look online to see if one of my favourite channels that I follow, AAR Online, I decided to have a look to see if he'd done a review of them. And of course Andy does quite good reviews of quite a few things, different things. So yes, lo and behold, he had done a review of these two pistols, which he fell in love with. I mean, Colt 45 single action army Peacemakers. You know, it doesn't matter for me personally. I don't care how many varieties that Umarex come out with. They, you know, stick another pair of pistol grips on and call it a different model. Each to their own. We can't collect them all. Well, you may be able to afford to collect them all. I certainly have three. I have this pair now, and I have a nickel-plated version as well. And I also have the blank fire cowboy version. So yes, I do like the single action army 1873 variation. As I said, I personally feel that these are the 1898, but the smokeless cartridge came out around about 1896, 97, 98, depending on what you read, how you read. But certainly the cross pin change from a front pin, front screw, to cross push button to allow the cylinder release, certainly a later variant. So I've designated these personally as 1898 Colts. So yeah, let's get one out and have a look, and I can show you, talk through what I've done with the box. There we go. It's currently in safe mode with the half cock. So, but you'll notice what I've done with this. If you watch my hammer, there is no hammer gap. If I bring that in closer so you can see it, there is no hammer gap. Normally on these Umarex there's a gap of about that big that holds the hammer back on the spring. Well, I found somebody online that showed you how to do a simple modification, and we get the 4 clicks as well. C O L T, just like the real thing. And yes, so I did that modification on this. So yeah, you know, go and look at AAR online, have a look at his review. He does some plinking with them. Yeah, marvellous pair of pistols. And yeah, so I'll just put that one to one side, as you can see, revealing the box. This is made so that you can get your thumb down in on the right hand side and your finger there. Obviously you don't want to be going in there if you haven't got it on the safety. So you can just put your hands in there and you can lift the guns out I will cock this one back. It's not, I don't keep them loaded in here, but just to show you the, let's put them on there. Barrel spin position, as you can see, they're not loaded. So there's no safety issue there. And I'm never going to be firing these. These are not for shooting with. These are purely my collectible display pistols. So yes. Okay, so we have the canteen of cutlery, which I converted. You'll see in the photos how I did that. Just to show you, look, we've got the box of cards in here from Umarex, the limited edition cards, and then Umarex have decided that they put 6 rounds, 6 of the BB brass shells in each cylinder, but they also give you a further 6 brass shells for each weapon. So each weapon has got 12 shells, which I think is fantastic. You know, the idea of you might want to put them in a holster with the rounds. So yeah, it's plenty of brass to put in a holster if you want to. I have gone and bought a holster myself. I just thought just to see how it looks, and it's cheap and cheerful at £8.58 from AliExpress. Can you believe it? It's not leather. They claim it's leather. They call it medieval leather. It must be from old cows or something. I don't know. But anyway, they arrived. They're all right. They do the business. They're nowhere near what they showed you in the picture. Typical Chinglish stuff. But hey-ho, for £8.58. Can't expect a lot. Right, so I wanted to keep everything together. So this is where the box, as you can see, I built the edge up to make a dust seal. I wanted that, keep all the dust out. So I made the wooden frame to go around the edge. And then I thought, well, I want to keep the 12 shells. So I'll just show you this. There's the reveal. I've made these compartments just here to keep the 12 shells in. 12 on each side. Yeah, and yes, that's for me then. That keeps all of this set together. I am planning on cutting holes just here to put 6 rounds of 45 long Colt either side, 6 there, 6 there. So that'll look quite nice with the 6 shells, and of course what they called metallic cartridges, made by several manufacturers back in the day. UMC, I think a few other companies made the metallic metallic cartridges. So yeah, so the box itself is apparently was a turn of the century cutlery box, canteen of cutlery, and I got the material locally. It's sort of like a felty suede. It's not felt, it's not velvet, it's sort of an in-between. It's like a felt, and I think personally it's out of the sort of materials I could have used, this just absolutely blows my mind. It's almost as if it's of the day. It's almost period correct. And the colour, well, I couldn't believe the colour. He said, look, this is British Racing Green, deep green, British Racing Green type thing. And I thought, okay, that's it looks quite dark, but I'm actually quite impressed. It's come out as a very, very nice colour indeed. The label, I was well pleased with the label. That came out really well, as you can see there. And for some reason, my printer is messing up, and it's come out with, it's a bit weird, but even the label has come out with a slight green tint, which is a bit strange. But I actually thought it looks all right. I don't mind that at all. Don't mind that green tint. So yes, it came out all right. Yep. So the box itself, just close that too. Oh, one of the soffits, one of the fillets has moved. Let's put that back. I haven't glued any of this in. The fillets in the corner here stay in place with the pistols holding them there, and all that stays in place. It's wedged. Just to show you, when we close the box, we have latches on the corners here, and it closes quite nicely, and on the dust seal, and just a nice bit of patina on the box. It's all a bit scratched up and old and ancient, but yeah, it's for me it was perfect. And I love the fact that it's got this slight detail along the front here where it comes out, because that allowed the pistols. I bought it on spec, I didn't measure it, I just took a chance, and lo and behold, oof, I was lucky. The pistols fitted in. Initially I had plans to put them in this way. As you can see, they would have fitted nicely, but I lost the central space and it just didn't look as though it was going to fit. And my other half, she said to me, well, why don't you try moving them around and try different ways? So of course I did try the standard like that. And I thought, no, that still hasn't got a lot of space in there. And then I just happened to try them on the sides, and because of that forward cutout piece here, because this comes forward, I haven't modified that, that's how it came. And then yeah, it just seems to be that was how it was meant to be. Let's pop the gun back in. There we go. There's the one. Lovely. Let's pop the other one back in. As you can see, I use paper templates, and obviously I cut this one initially and then put it on the other block, and then just cut it to shape and made it. And it's not perfect, it's not perfectly round there, and it's a little bit wibbly wobbly and whatnot, but yeah, for my purposes it just looks the part. So much you could say this was found as is in a turn of the century bar in downtown New Orleans, found in the back storeroom when they knocked the building down, and the box was found like that. Look, when they opened it was a pristine set of Peacemakers in there in a box. That's my little story anyway. I'll stick with that one. Just put my lids back on and there. So hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that I did send Andy at AAR Online an email to say, because in his video he put out a challenge. He said that these are crying out for someone to make a distressed or antique box. If you do make one, I'd love to see it. Let me know. So I rose to the challenge. I don't know if anybody else has, but I rose to the challenge and came up with this idea. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall upload some more pistol videos soon after this. Thank you.